welcome to Mumazing Gaming. I'm Mumazing and I'm in my MG2 channel playing Planet Zoo on my, probably I would say my first proper building like zoo in sandbox mode. I haven't done this before like this. I'm really paying attention to the little details, trying some new techniques. I've been loads of inspired lately by some amazing creators in the Planet Zoo community, such as Delay Designer. We got Silverette, Mike Sheets, Rudy Renkamel, and I mean they've just been doing some amazing stuff with the Koali Zoo. So I joined Delay's Discord to try and get a little kind of familiar with the community and make some new friends, and they're all really nice over there, and there's just so much inspiration there, like so much inspiration. So I've decided to kind of just play this a bit more and maybe showcase a little bit of what I do in this game. So here we are, starting with my very first water feature. This water feature is a wet edge kind of pool spilling into a larger pool down the bottom where there's a large tree. And for this I decided to go with like the moss kind of clad rocks as well. So what I'm doing is just building them up and building them up the side of this like little waterfall thing I'm doing. And then I'm going to work on the creek bed, I suppose you would call it. So we'll get all that done, get all of the little edges kind of covered up. As you can see, the back edge of the water boundary or barrier is slightly higher than the front, but for some reason that was the only way I could make it work, so that's how I did it. So now I'm creating two areas for water to cascade down, like two little gaps, so that will look really cool. And it also flows down with the sand on the ground level as well. And now we're going to put in some vines. That's actually to give it flow more than anything else. So it just shows direction. So I've been putting those in underneath the rocks just to show the flow of the water. It's just going to help it make it look even better. As we go through this as well, I have to fill it within some foliage and all sorts of bits and pieces as well. Now the second part of this build I actually didn't record because it took me so long. I was like, oh no, this is just not going to work. I'm not going to be able to record it. It's too long. And it was like a restaurant overlooking everything as well. So at the end of this video, I will show you that build. Like I'll take you through a tour of it, and I'm really sorry I don't have it recorded. But again, it's up to you guys. If you want to see me make videos on this and show you my process, hopefully these speed builds aren't too fast for you, and if there is anything you want to know that I know, because I really don't know a lot, I'm still learning how to play this game, just leave your questions below and I will see if I can answer them. It's still a bit of a learning curve for me doing all of this individual placement of everything, but yeah, I'm getting there. Please enjoy the speed build, and we will see you a little bit later with a bit more to say about what I have built. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to take you through the main first area of my zoo. Here's my amazing sign that well, it's not amazing, but the font is amazing. That's created by Ricey's fonts, and yeah, I've put that together. This zoo is called Lemuria Zoo. I've got a little elephant there, and here is the first main pool that I was telling you about. I have a custom tree in the middle on an island, which I need to actually fill out the foliage of a bit more around the top because it's a little bottom heavy, but I'm going to work on that. And I've created a kind of a water filtration system in the back here, so that's just going to carry the water out and through pipes underground, and then that will recycle. So it's a completely artificial little system that I've got going there, but yeah, I think every body of water requires flow and movement, otherwise it gets stagnant and it's no good. Anyway, coming up around the side here is the completed water feature that I was just building before, and I filled it out with a lot more foliage. It flows really nicely. It's, you know, a good kind of color. Well, it's clean water. That's the main thing, right? The water is clean, so it's half man-made and half natural, I suppose. Or maybe it's all man-made, but whatever. I quite like it. And this is what I didn't show you. This is my restaurant build. This is my outdoor kind of alfresco dining area here with 3 shops down the bottom, 2 drink vendors, 1 food vendor, and that looks back towards that beautiful view there, which I have got another build ready to go. Now I threw like one of those small exhibits here just to see how far the people would travel. They obviously don't move very far, so I just put that there as reference to see how far they would go. But I've got all this lovely seating overlooking this kind of beautiful view here. They don't seem to use it. The guests that do come up to this area don't seem to use the seating yet, so I've got to work that out. But here is my toilet block. This is my golden toilet block. I've put some signs, I've clad it in signs on the outside, and actually it looks really amazing at night, so I have to show that to you soon. This is kind of the, I don't know, it's symmetrical in a way, but I've got some turkey brush there and some more hanging vines, and the colour scheme of everything is based on the little Indian furniture set. So I've used the dark navy, the deep natural woods, and the tans, and that is my colour scheme for this entire build. And a little bit of covered areas with the cloth sail, but if we look back, there is a little bit of shade, but not too much. So it is more of an outdoor down here. But as we go around this side, this is more of the covered indoor area to eat. So there is 3 foods up here. I think there's ice cream, pizza, and fries. A fire pit, some nice hanging lights, and a view, which I actually wish they would do something about this glass and make it more kind of like transparent, because it looks dirty. I think we need to have more glass options where it's not so dirty looking, because it really does look like it hasn't been cleaned. But there are single panels of glass too, so yeah, I just wish it would be better for the view. But from this vantage point, actually, so yeah, that's the colour scheme I was telling you about before. From this vantage point though, you'll be able to see a lot more of the zoo as well, so that's going to look really good, I think. And then I've got the coming back around here. Let's go back down. I think we're going to try night lighting it now to show you what it looks like at night. So we're going down to this first area where my sign is, because I've got that lit up as well. So we'll just get that going right now. Night light. Give it a sec. And ta-da! It's quite subtle. It's actually, there are 2 lights there to show that it's lit up, but the lighting on the sign actually is underground mostly. Now I haven't lit up this tree or this pool yet, but I have done a little bit further up, so I'll show that to you. So yeah, I haven't worked out what I want to do with the lighting on this area yet, but in this pool I've got some lights, so it does kind of look kind of cool. And then the trees, there's a little bit of subtle lighting in the trees there as well, and then under the pathing system here I've got lights. and some hanging lights as well, which glow really cool. And then the toilet block, the bright toilet block, you can see how cool it looks because it's so bright naturally anyway, so those panels look really good on it. I quite like it. But upstairs is my favourite lighting of the whole lot. I've created these wall sconces with path lighting above it as downlights, and I really like those. That's like one of my favourite features of this build so far is those little lights. They look elegant, but they also look rustic as well. So yeah, I'm very happy how that turned out. And they're actually, what's behind them is actually carpet, Indian carpets, all one tone of navy. And yeah, I quite like how that turned out. So this is my build. What do you think of it? Do you like it? It's, you know, it's my first proper build. There's no, like, apart from the shops, there's no blueprint items at all. Now, this is my backstage area and I have to change it because unfortunately on the heat maps you will see that all of those buildings, even though they're out of sight, they actually affect the guest rating, so I have to move them way off, like behind this area, so I'm going to have to do that as well, get that sorted, which is a shame because I like the placement of them and they like the access of it, and you know what, in a sandbox mode I would really like to just not have those issues for the guests. I'd like to be able to just turn off guest issues completely and just let them enjoy everything for what it is, but I can't, so I'm going to have to move all that. But yeah, this is my build. Nothing, I haven't actually used any reference images for it, it's just, this is what I came out of the top of my head, and yeah, I hope you enjoy it. So unfortunately I didn't have the speed build of this, which is a shame, but if you want to see more of my speed builds, you'll definitely need to comment below and let me know what you think of this. We do want to see more of this Planet Zoo stuff, and yeah, I'll be quite happy to do it. But yeah, that is that so far. Now the next build that's going to go down the side here is going to be probably either an entrance to a whole range of exhibits that drops down, or one exhibit like with a water feature or something. So I'm going to do something out that side there, and I also want to do a monkey island surrounded by water, and personally I would like to actually get maybe the boat ride going. I would really like to get the boat ride going around the entire park. I just have to work out if I can do that or not. But I want to combine the tapirs, the bears, tapirs, the monkeys and the anteaters together, and then have part of that as a walkthrough for the people as well. So yeah, there's so much I want to do and I just don't necessarily have the skills yet to do it, so I'm taking my time, and recording makes it very difficult to do because there's just so much data to kind of turn into a video. But yeah, I'm hoping that this will work out really well, and yeah, this is just the first one of many builds. So thank you so much for watching. We will catch you again next time for Mumazing Gaming. Don't forget to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you again real soon. Bye!